What's up, guys? Today we're doing Donald Trump rally. He's not late this time. I instantly went live when the White House went live. I'm guessing you all have your bids ready on this Yes Fest that's about to happen. It's going to be an absolute repeat of Donald Trump's address. He just did an extended version, just what he did at the Pennsylvania rally. I more am just like hanging out watching this speech than having bids, if anything. I got a little bit of something, all right? Don't lie. Daddy always walks away with a little bit of something, but a little bit of tariff yes bond, and then like all I have is dividend, because he literally called it in his address a warrior dividend. I think that language is way too niche for Trump not to use during this rally in North Carolina. So that's all I got. But all these prices like are ridiculous. Let's be honest. All these prices are ridiculous on these markets. On these Trump rallies, the only thing I'm thinking of playing is like maybe Barack Hussein Obama. But maybe there's something like to live trade during this speech. We'll see. But this is just going to be a yes everything. Like, why just get things for 80? I don't get it. 80 cents. I don't know. Maybe Sleepy Joe no is a kind of a shout. A Barack Hussein yes, Sleepy Joe no might be a decent play. Here, let me turn on the chat. My fault. All right, Donnie. I'm more just hanging out at this point and waiting for my dividend to cash. And then the real money is the Jake Paul fight, like, honestly. This announcer market for Jake Paul. You'll watch that too.
Oh, thank you very much. This was just a little quick.
Here we are. Let's get up to speed, Donnie.
Stop that we made yesterday. Let's go to North Carolina. We want to go to North Carolina. And what a crowd. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. There'll never be anything like this. You know, you say, let's go to North Carolina. We get this great crowd. Outside you have people. It's crazy. We're having a great time. And you know these ladies right here? They've been to, I think, over 200 rallies, but I'm not going to say it. And this time I made it easy because they come from North Carolina. They didn't have to travel. Today they traveled about a half an hour, right? Isn't that nice? Instead of traveling all over the country.
For half an hour, you expect Trump to go maybe an hour today.
And you look better than you've ever looked, and I'm not allowed to say that.
It's going to maybe go an hour.
Say that, if you say a woman looks beautiful, which you do, it's the end of your political career.
Already going after women's wives already, Trump.
Well, I'm thrilled to
Calm
be
down,
back
dude.
in this incredible
it's been a minute.
State with so many
you at least gotta
proud,
get Biden
hardworking
in
American patriots, which is what you are. And let me begin by wishing each and every one of you a very Merry
I'll give you some locks on the commentators. You want? Do you have yes, Jake Paul?
Remember, they didn't want to say Merry Christmas when I first started.
There's Christmas.
2016, we don't want to say Merry Christmas. They said, I said, no.
All right, Trump, get through your bonds today.
And they don't say that anymore. They don't want to say it.
Who had Trump bonds for this market? Every yes is a bond.
We're here tonight to celebrate 11 incredible months. It's been the most successful first year of any president in the history of our country.
Dodge November 5th here for a second.
It has been, isn't that a big statement? But it's a statement that you read all over the place. I mean, who could have done better? I don't think anybody could have done better than us, not me.
Let's go, Eddie.
Us. We're in this together. Since my inauguration, we've created more than 53,000 North Carolina jobs, including 8,000 North Carolina construction jobs.
There's construction. Well, he dodged November 5th, just like I asked him there, too. He said inauguration.
Residents have been lifted off of food stamps. They're very happy about that.
Food stamps.
And after your horrible hurricane, which produced more water damage than any hurricane in history, the Democrats let you down.
Wow.
They really did. Remember, they wouldn't do anything.
Oh, I should have maybe thought. I did think about that, but
they wouldn't do anything. You had to wait till January 20th when I took office.
Oh, he's going to hit November 5th
really
now?
knocked the hell out of it, remember?
Now he's going to hit November 5th.
As soon as I took office, I got in on January 20th, and first thing I did was made North Carolina phone calls, and we did a hell of a job. You'd still be sitting in the mud if I didn't get elected. You would be.
There's
We're
water.
sitting in the mud. But I helped
saw
rebuild
it.
your state, and I didn't get
I
any
didn't
help
play
from
it,
the
though,
Democrats.
because
Not your
it was
governor,
quite a
not
while
your man
ago.
that's running, by the way, for Senate against Michael Watley,
And of course, he
who's
could have still
phenomenal.
just said
Michael
hurricane,
Watley
you
is
know?
incredible.
But
Your previous governor was a disaster. He's also a radical left person, by
Radical
the way.
left.
Radical left. You don't want him.
Look at
he
that.
doesn't represent you. You just and look at the crime. Look at what's going on with all the crime here. The slitting throats and stuff. I never saw that with you. Now all of a sudden that's what we see. You got to get Michael Watley. It's going to be so important. He was so great.
who you put money on for
Don't
the Jake
forget,
Paul fight? We can
I
get into that.
took
I have
Michael,
money on Anthony
and
Joshua.
I put him as
'cause
the
I'm
head
not
of
a
the
fucking
party.
idiot.
Because he did so great. We won the state.
If you have Jake
all
Paul, you're
3
throwing away
times,
money.
And it was like a rock.
I have Anthony Joshua
He
to
didn't
win
allow cheating
as
in
well
the second
as
time.
Anthony Joshua to win by decision
I
because
watched
he
all
said
these states.
he's not going to go to
boom,
war.
Boom, we're leading. People went to sleep. It was over. Then they dropped ballots. They cheated like hell. The only good
Wow,
thing
spammy
is
hell,
this
huh?
is a far better term than it would have been had I done it the more traditional way. It really is. It's a more powerful term. It's a more powerful term.
And we
the
could talk about
biggest
the
news of all
announcers.
is yesterday,
I think there's
it
a
was
lot of
announced
value
that
in the
inflation
Jake Paul
is far
announcer
lower
market.
than anybody expected. I told you.
I'm kind of way more excited in the Jake Paul market than I am this Trump
Beating
mention.
every one of the
'Cause the Trump
61
mention's kinda
forecasts
stalled
from the
today.
so-called geniuses.
It's
the
all going to be a
experts
yes
with the
fest.
geniuses,
People know
not
that,
them.
but
We now have the lowest core
I think maybe I go
inflation
Barack
since
Hussein
March
Obama
of
here.
2021, and we're just getting started.
Off the vibes,
It's,
I'm going for it.
unbelievable.
Barack Hussein
And
Obama. Lock it
That's
in.
despite taking in billions.
He hit it
and
the last time he was in
billions
North Carolina. He
billions,
just hit it
hundreds
water.
of billions of
What's
dollars
up,
in
Semper?
tariffs. Remember they said, the tariffs will cause inflation.
There's our tariff bond.
Just came out with the best
Cashing in.
inflation report we've had in years.
Cashing in on the tariff
And lots of
bond.
cash,
His
too.
favorite word.
In
As well as
fact,
inflation.
1776, right? 1,776
Andrew
dollars
Tate?
goes to our military.
I
You
don't
know,
know
it was
about that one. Is he a kickboxing
1,775,
champion?
and that was the number. That was just a lump. I said, if we had $1, we got 1776. Somebody said, that's genius. I said, well, I'm smart. I said, for $1,
Cocksucker
and I'll get
himself,
these
dude.
ladies
That's
who are
not
loaded
genius.
with money to pay for it
Come
from
on.
North Carolina. Your husbands
1776
can write a
if you had
check
a
in 2
dollar.
seconds, take care of it. No, think of it, for $1 more. They said, I can't believe we didn't think of that. Only hours
coulda
ago,
rounded
I
to
left
2K,
a meeting
but
at the
okay.
White House where we cut the cost
Symbolic.
of prescription drugs by 300, 400, 500, and even
600%.
600%.
Boom. What a cash on that
And
one.
I'm doing what no politician of either party has
Dividend
ever
going
done
a little bit
before,
down, too.
standing up to the special interests and demanding
He's gonna
lower
say
prices
dividend,
for
though.
the American people. This is what we're doing.
He's going to say warrior dividend. Don't
It's
worry.
called favored nations. And nations all over the world were screwing us. We would have prices that were 10 times higher than the prices they were charging in London and in Paris and all over.
London and Paris.
All over the world. We had the highest prices for drugs.
Kickboxing
because
back
we
in
had
the day, he's
politicians
boxing
that
tomorrow.
wouldn't- I did it at the beginning at the first.
Probably him then.
But then we had a thing called, you know what happened, COVID?
Ooh.
And it was sort of hard to go after France and Italy.
Here's Biden,
Say,
huh?
listen, on top of all your COVID all over the place with
Let's get a
everyone
Biden in
dying,
here.
we want you to pay a lot of money for drugs. You can't do it. But we did it, and nobody's ever even thought of doing it before. I've negotiated and really did it directly with 17 of the world's largest drug companies, as well as foreign nations that were taking advantage of your country for decades, many decades. For years, Americans have been paying the highest drug prices anywhere in the world by far.
Get Barack Hussein
10
here.
times more sometimes.
That'd be sick.
15 times more. While other countries pay drastically less for the exact same drug made in the exact same plant, in the exact same country. But under my most favored nation, you know what that means? That's a legal term.
He might
Drug
actually
pricing,
hit, he actually might hit the Barack
executive
Hussein
order.
here.
I just signed
Off
them
Obamacare.
a couple of months ago, and is now being implemented. We have declared that the United States will now pay the same price as the lowest price of any country anywhere in the world. And we
Dividend
should
did tank, though.
honestly,
Chill out.
this is the biggest thing to happen in medicine, I think, since the founding of our country.
Oh. That's why he didn't take questions
I
today.
don't mind.
It was just so important. Nothing to
They
do with
actually have a
Epstein.
great location. You know, we've had people that look so good
Are they yelling again?
behind me that some of them went to Hollywood and actually did very well.
Now he hits
You know?
Hanson.
See, they may have a better location, but nobody's going to Hollywood. They can only see the back of your head. Look at all the television. Look at all those cameras. It's crazy. But we did something nobody's ever done before. Nobody's tried. Nobody
money
thought they
on
could do
Jake.
it. Don't forget the bigger, the drug
I hate Jake, but all the
companies
fights are rigged, so you
turned
put
out to
everything on
really
him.
do the right
I think
thing.
it might be
They
rigged,
really
but
did.
not in the
And
point
they were
of
there at the White
Jake
House
winning.
today. You saw them. Some of the
Maybe it'd
biggest
be like
companies in the
no
world were there.
knockouts,
The rest of them are
but-
coming next week. But the big problem was foreign countries. They would have to take their drug and raise it from $10 to $20 to $30, maybe to $100, maybe 10 times more. But it really doesn't work that way because the world is a bigger place than the U.S. And so you're not going to have to raise it that much, but you have to raise it. And they always said for 50 years, they say, let the United States pay. And for 50 years, the United States got screwed because we're paying so much more. Drug that was selling for $10 in London sells for
Is it fake news yet?
$130. That's 13 times more in New York.
could get
13
fake news
times
here.
more. So $10 in London, $130 in New York. And now that drug will go up for the other country from $10 to only
Placed a bid at
$20,
75 cents
or
for
maybe
fake
$30.
news. Like, he's gonna hit that in
And
the
will come
affordability part.
down from the United States of America to $20 from
What's with the slowdown? Come on.
$130. Think of that. Think of that. That's the biggest price reduction. When you talk about cutting prices, cutting costs, and cutting prices, you talk about affordability. You know, the Democrats, they're the ones that
Affordability, there you are. Oh, it wasn't even a strike. Okay, thank God.
got
That's
us
too
into
easy.
the mess.
Affordability as
They're
a
the ones
strike.
that caused the high prices.
That's
And
not
then they
fair.
come out and they look at those fake news people. But they go,
I just try to get fake
election's
news,
about
man. My limit never
affordability.
filled.
they go, let's talk about it. No, I'd
Trump, you
rather
couldn't
not
have
talk
waited
about
for
it.
me to fill
'Cause
my
they can't.
limit.
They're the ones that caused the highest inflation in the history of our country.
Come on.
Which led to the highest prices in the history of our country.
Should I
I
just buy no
inherited the
economy?
mess. I
Fuck
got the
it.
prices down, and they're going down still further. Look at gasoline. A lot of areas
gas.
now in our country, $1.99 a gallon.
He's basically hit every bond at this point.
It cost
No Biden
these
yet.
ladies from these beautiful friends of mine from North Carolina, it cost them like 1/3 to get here than it would have cost under Sleepy Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
Right? If you drive, this time you can drive. It's the first time you didn't have to take an airplane. But we had 9 blockbuster agreements. We had
Look at
9 of
Sleepy
them
Joe, man.
with the big drug companies just today. The rest are coming over the next couple of weeks. But the first dramatic drug discounts will be available to all Americans starting on January at a thing called TrumpRx.gov. TrumpRx.gov.
TrumpRx.gov.
But this is the biggest thing ever to happen on drug prices, pharmaceutical prices. And it will also tremendously it's going to reduce the cost of healthcare because healthcare is probably 50% about drugs, right? Your drugs are coming down at levels that nobody ever thought was possible. This achievement alone should win us the midterms. You know, if we did nothing else, I
Alone.
said today, you know, you're talking about like this massive reduction in drug prices that affects everybody. Older people, younger people, middle-aged people, sick people, well people. It's not just like patients, it's everybody. It can never happen. Nobody would ever have done this. It was very hard to do. I had countries laughing at me. I said,
Hottest?
listen, you're going to have to
We get hottest
double
here?
and triple your drug prices. They said France, as an example, UK, European Union. They said, you must be kidding. They've had low prices for years. The drug companies would go, could you pay more? No, charge the United. They wanted the drug companies and all
Not yet.
friends to charge
Not the hottest, not
the
yet.
United States of America. And they made up all sorts of crap. Well, research and development. I said, well, what about research and development? Why aren't they paying also for research? No, it just
Somalia?
never worked that way. They used to use, remember, research and development. That's why we pay more. I say 12 times more. Why? For research
I like
and
Somalia,
development.
yes, here.
It was all a con job.
Con job. There you
I'd
go.
say to the head of France as
Instead
an
of
example,
hoax.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to double or triple your prices for drugs. No, 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 we will not do that. Oh, yes, you will. I said, yes, you will. 100%. No, no, no. We will not do that. Of course we will not. I can't do that. I said, yes, you will. No, I won't. Yes, you will.
Jeez.
And he said, why do you have
Trump
such
doesn't ask for
certainty?
consent, huh?
I said, because if
Go
you
straight
don't
for
do
it.
it, I'm going to charge you a 25% tariff on everything you sell into America.
That'd be Trump. That'd be Trump for spamming my tariff bond as well.
And I said,
He's just bouncing your strikes.
because that
What do
was
you
really
have?
the sticking point. They just would do it. They told the drug companies for years, we're not doing it. We're keeping that pill at $10. We're not going to raise it. And the drug companies said, well, you know, it's unfair.
Border
I mean,
is
they're
still a
paying
bond, by the way.
They're paying
Just hasn't got to it yet.
10 times more, sometimes 15 times more. That's okay, let them pay more. We're not paying more than the prices were stuck for years. And no president did anything about it. Sleepy Joe Biden didn't know he was alive.
Sleepy Joe twice.
The last thing he cared about was this. He didn't care about anything. Just wanted to make it through. But they
Investment
cheated.
Somalia
Look,
on November
He was
5th.
surrounded by radical
Somalia
left.
will
Hey,
hit.
did you see on Mar-a-Lago?
Investment will hit.
How corrupt that was now? It's all come out. Wow. It's all come
November 5th will hit.
Some
They'll hit
life.
you, don't worry.
It's all come out. They were totally corrupt, radical left lunatics. Not stupid people, by the way. He was, but the people that really ran the country and that
I have
really ran
dividend.
the
Now I'm worried
Eurocrat,
about dividend, which
they
is the
were
only
not
one I have.
stupid. But think about what we've done.
The fact it
under the
crashed
Trump
so hard,
administration.
I expect him to
America
yell out
will
warrior
not
dividend.
be ripped off any longer. So can you imagine these countries? And when I told you the example before, from $10 to $20, you know, that doesn't sound like much, but it's a doubling of the price. You know, that's a doubling of the price. And if it went to 30 or 35 or 40, you know, that's still a doubling, tripling, or quadrupling of the price. But I said, at 25% tariff, it's much more money than what you're talking about. So they would say to me, all countries, you know, obviously they said no at the beginning, and they would have told a normal president no, and that would have been the end of the conversation. So they said no to me, and I said, no, you'll do it, 100%.
Hottest is going to hit air. I mean, the fact
said,
he's
"What's
talking
wrong
about
with this?
other
100%.
countries coming to him, telling him
100%.
that's how hottest hits.
The one asked me, why are you so certain? Why would you say that I would quadruple the price of drugs in France or someplace? I said, because if you don't, we're going to charge you a 25% tariff. That tariff is worth 5 times more money than you're talking about. And there was dead silence on the phone. And then when the gentleman, Emmanuel, is a wonderful guy.
Macron, French leader,
When he spoke, he said, you have
got
a
to
deal.
turn up the volume. Kind of not usual for Trump.
He's a nice guy, too. But you can't blame him, you know. This has been 40, 50 years. You can't blame him. But it was the same conversation with everybody. No, we can't do that. No, I cannot double the price of my drugs. I said, no, maybe triple or quadruple. But it's still much
He's
lower
moving
than
like
we
a
were
Sith
paying.
Lord.
You know, we were paying a number that
No.
was crazy, 13, 14
Quadruple.
times more. As president,
heard
I'm
me
also
wrong.
taking in the gigantic health insurance companies that have gotten rich on billions of dollars of government subsidies. And I want the money to go directly to the people. I want the money to be paid directly to the people so that they can buy their own health insurance, which will give far better benefits at much lower cost. By the way, what I told you about buying the drugs at this massive dollar discount, it's like from where
Somalia
it is.
is going to hit here. I might just get some Somali.
The cost of health care. The current Unaffordable Care Act, commonly known as Barack Hussein Obamacare,
Yes! Wait, what?
was created to make insurance companies rich.
Oh, I was about to. Oh, no. That doesn't count, does it? That doesn't count.
It was bad
Barack
health
Hussein
care at
Obamacare.
much too higher cost. And you see now that the
That
steep
doesn't count,
increase
does
in
it?
premiums
Dude,
that's
it
being demanded
bonded.
by the
Oh my
Democrats.
gosh, it bonded.
It was never any good, Obamacare. It was done for the benefit of insurance companies, which totally control the Democrats. That's why you could have a strike on January 30th. You could have another
Wow.
shutdown because the Democrats are totally in the hands of, they're totally controlled by the insurance companies.
Barack
big
Hussein
wealthy
Obama
companies.
doesn't actually count, does
Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care. And you'll get much better health care at a much lower price.
Auto pen hit? I missed that one.
And the only losers will be the insurance companies that have gotten rich. How about these companies? Some of them have gone up 1,400%, their stock prices. One, I think, went up 1,700%. How many people have ever bought a stock that went up 1,700%? And think of it. They've taken in billions and billions of dollars, and the Democrat Party is also just.
I'm just getting live Somali here.
I don't know what they're going to do
gonna hit
because I don't know how
Somalia.
anybody beats us when we say that we want the money to go to the people so you can buy your own health care. How can it ever be better than that? I wanted to do that at the beginning in 2016, but the politicians told me, "Sir, you don't worry." I was a little bit inexperienced. I've never done this before. Now I'm quite experienced. I've seen things that nobody would have thought possible. But I said, why do we have this crazy Obamacare, or as we call it, the unaffordable? Isn't that a great name, the Affordable Care Act? I call it the Unaffordable Care Act. I should get credit. That's a good one. What's better, that or fake news? That or Pocahontas? That? I can't use the names that I used on the Republicans to gain access to the election. But we had some good names, didn't we? But I think the Unaffordable Care Act is pretty good.
As long as you didn't say fake tapper there.
CA.
Got a little scared.
Right? They keep talking about the ACA. Think of that. Instead of the ACA, we call it the UCA. The UCA, they say, what is that? The Unaffordable Care Act? It is unaffordable. But it was always no good. But now it's really gone. With time, it gets worse. Now it's going to be hit big. Remember, I didn't do this. This is Obamacare. This is Obamacare. This isn't Trump. But you don't need it because let the money not go to the insurance companies. The problem is the Democrats will shut down the government because they are totally beholden. I don't love that word, but they're beholden. They're beholden to the insurance companies. So I don't know what they can do about it, but they'll probably close down the government. It's so simple. The money should go to the people. The people should then take all of this money and buy the best health care there is.
All right.
And there'll be a lot of money left over.
I don't think that Barack Hussein Obamacare counts, which is a crazy rules cut that might be going on, but let's see.
But they'll not be happy. But that's okay with me because you, the hardworking citizens, and finally you're going to have great health care at the right price, so you're going to have it. Although today I did suggest one thing, because when I was watching these big drug companies get up and talk about things, they were giving free medicine, and I mean, they couldn't have been nicer, they couldn't have been better, and they were, giving us a hard time a while ago, but it worked out good. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call these insurance companies fat cats. They are fat cats. I'm going to call the insurance companies, and I'm going to set up a meeting with them, all of them, and maybe I'll have the same luck that we had with the health companies, with the pharmaceuticals and the drug companies that we had. So rather than just saying we're not going to deal, maybe they'll give us a deal, like cut the price by 50%, and maybe then it starts to make sense. So I'm going to meet with them.
I'm getting some money there. At 62. I like that still.
And I'll either meet in Florida. I'm going to Florida. I'll either meet in Florida because I work all the time. So I'll either meet in Florida or I'll meet in Washington the first week right after we all come back to going to our wonderful jobs. And I'll sit down with, it's like 12, 13 people. It's basically these big monster companies. 13, 14 if I want to be generous.
Yeah, investment here.
Get 14 people in a room and let's see what happens. Maybe they'll surprise us, but maybe we'll ask them for a 50% cut, and maybe they'll give it. You never know. You saw what happened with the drug companies. They're giving free drugs. I mean, they've been unbelievable, but they do love our country. And I probably think the insurance company guys love our country. They just felt they were dealing with stupid people, so you can't really blame them. Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in the history of our country. That's true. And there's never been anything like it. When I took office last January, I inherited a mess.
January.
And very simply, I am fixing it. Joe Biden gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. A lot of people say, you know, the fake news says, it's not the worst in history. It's the worst in 48 years. Oh, okay, sorry. No, they do. They say 48 years is okay. But when I say history, they go crazy. That's when I let them win. I say, I'm sorry, apologize. I like that hat, 47. It's nice, actually. Beautiful, nice thread, gold thread.
He's onto the hat now.
I want gold thread, not mustard colored, you know?
Mustard!
No, they give you, a lot of times they sell you mustard colored. It costs them a lot less. We don't accept those hats. When you have a mustard colored thread, don't accept it. But it caused the prices to be higher than ever before, making it really life unaffordable for millions and millions of Americans. Our border was open, and our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people. Many came from prisons and jails, mental institutions, and
let's get Somali
insane asylums. You know the difference between a prison and a jail? A prison's more severe. Right?
Somalia.
You know the difference between a mental institution and an insane asylum? An insane asylum is more severe. They came from both. They were drug dealers, gang members, and over 13,000 murderers, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person. Think of that. They killed more than one. A lot of them said, oh, you know, when you kill more than one, get them the hell out of our country. How about that incident with that horrible monster that killed the young, beautiful girl from Ukraine, Animal?
Dang, he's going after that.
We'll have been trials.
That's a bit
for
out
years,
of the news,
man.
Man.
A nice liberal lawyer, and we'll say, "Oh well, he had a bad day."
Was Ukraine a strike? No.
He slit her throat. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody, crime at record levels, the worst trade deals ever made.
Transgender would have been
And our country
easy.
was laughed at from all over the world, but they're not laughing anymore. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world because we finally have a president who puts America first.
America first as well. Dude, if I lose on a Yes Fest with Yes Strikes only, I'm right now down live 100. Because I have Yes Somalia, Yes Dividend, and Yes Barack Hussein Obama.
The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices on everything at unprecedented levels. How about the new thing in Minnesota with the Somalians?
Yes, Minnesota.
They stole, now it came out, the great U.S. attorney up there. They came out, think of this, $9 billion, and they think that's just the beginning. They stole, think of it.
Somali was a lock.
Country,
thank God. Hey, thank God at least I got filled on that one.
They come here and they steal $9 billion.
What else?
Are we
what else
stupid?
live?
I mean, how do we allow that to happen?
It's also a good film.
Ilhan Omar should be sent out of our country. She should be.
No
she
tax
should not
on
be
tips?
allowed to be a congresswoman.
He's gonna obviously hit that one.
She married her brother.
Maybe just no tax on
Either
tips.
to stay or to get him into the country.
Not
and
sure.
yesterday she, I guess, made up a story. She said the police attacked her son. They stopped a car and the police said, we never attacked him. We never stopped him. It was a made-up story.
Made up.
She's a con person.
Maybe
She's
8 wars?
con. She says zero. She said,
Maybe 8 wars
get
live.
her the hell out of our
A
country.
little 8
That's what
wars
you gotta
too.
do. She made up a story that the police stopped her son's car and they harassed the hell out of him. It turned out to be a fake story. There was no stoppage of his car and there was no harassment. But think of that, in Minnesota, this beautiful place, once beautiful, I don't call it beautiful, you got a governor who's a Stupid person. And a corrupt. He's corrupt and stupid.
Is he gonna say
But
retarded?
he allowed this to go on. He allowed this to go on.
I bought some
Everybody
8
knew
Wars
what was
too at
going on.
52 cents.
But what nobody knew is over $9 billion. And the people of Minnesota are not happy. And you know who's running for governor? Mike Lindell. Do we like Mike Lindell?
I think 8 Wars
That man
scripted.
suffered. That man suffered. What he did, what he went through because he knew the election was rigged. And he did it. He just did it as a citizen.
Maybe AI.
Mike Lindell, I'll tell you what, every time I introduced him, he got the biggest hand. I hope he does great.
AI
He
seems
deserves to do
scripted
great.
too. I scripted,
That man
he has to
suffered.
say.
These people went after him. They went after his company. They did that with me too, but at least I knew what I was getting into. He was just a guy that said, geez, this election was so crooked. It was so rigged. He fought like hell. That guy deserves to be governor of Minnesota, I'll tell you right now.
Did you say, did he get rigged election
Great
in
guy,
there?
too. But I'm bringing the prices down, and I'm bringing them down fast. You know that? As I saw the other
Trump
day,
Weekly.
and as I showed to people the other day, I made a speech.
Oh, cool. The
It was
website's
very
broken.
well received. You know, we
Fun.
had one problem. I put up these gorgeous charts,
No.
and it says chart. And I'm, sort of talking about the chart. You're reading into a piece of glass. I got no audience. I got just people, very hostile people waiting around.
Okay.
And I'm reading into a piece of glass for 22 minutes, and I talk about the chart. The networks didn't put up the charts. Only Fox put up the charts. Fox put them up, in all fairness. When we get angry at Fox, we have to remember that.
When we get
They
angry
put
at
up the charts,
Fox.
so you could start putting them up now if you want. But we put
Gotta
up
remember.
these beautiful charts.
Yeah, put up
that
the
were
charts though.
Look at that.
No, yeah, I'm looking at the White House stream. The White House stream's not putting up the charts.
But I very much like the chart from Butler, PA. I like that much better.
Drill, baby,
That's
drill.
my all-time favorite chart. You know, that's a great chart. They're all great charts, but I never like a chart like that chart I put up in Butler. Just take a look at the chart right here. That was a good chart. I
We
love
need a
that
warrior
chart
dividend
so
as
much.
well,
I
Trump.
sleep with
Come
that
on.
chart. But this is okay. There'll never be a great chart for me. It's only the one. Compared to Butler, all charts stink. But look at that chart. Look at the kind of Biden price increases and Trump price increases. Look at that. They're all Biden. We're bringing the prices down. Look at that chart. NBC and CBS and ABC fake news. They're fake news. Oops, that camera just went off.
Fake
Sorry
news.
about that. Every time I mention that camera, you see the red light back there? Bing, you see it go off. ABC
Bing.
fake news. I think ABC's the worst.
Can we get a bunch of bings?
Believe it or not,
Oh, he's
George
doing a fake
Papadopoulos, he
news
paid
tier
me
list.
about $16 million.
Trump fake news tier list. ABC's top.
You have George Papadopoulos.
Okay. Maybe
I heard
B2.
Chris Christie lost his job. They fired Chris Christie.
Yeah.
And they have a great young woman taking his place.
Chris
Who
Christie's like B
happens
tier.
to be Hispanic and happens to be phenomenal. She's going to do a great job. But they fired Chris Christie. I guess you know why? He wanted to eat all the time. No, they fired him. He was bad news.
All right.
But
You gonna hit fat
I'd say
swap?
ABC is the worst of the networks.
Did you do it? No.
I would then say NBC is horrible. I mean, just horrible. They had this guy on, this fake guy, the fake senator. I call him the fake senator from a place called Georgia, right? And he was talking about all the, things. He says he's a church leader. It's funny, if you go in as a church leader, they talk about church and state, right? He's allowed to talk about. He said, I'm going back to my church and I'm going to pray this morning. I'm going to talk about all these issues. If a Republican said that, they start screaming church and state. They don't scream. But NBC's really bad. And CBS, I mean, I love the
National
new
Guard
owners of
down.
CBS.
I'll
Something
take National
happens to
Guard
them.
too. Honestly.
60 Minutes has treated me worse under the new ownership than they just keep treating me. They just keep hitting me. It's crazy. And then you have Marjorie Trader Brown, I call her, because green turns to brown under stress. So I call her Trader Brown, which I don't like doing because 2 words is too much. 2 out of 3. We're changing to
We're
Marjorie
changing two.
Taylor Greene. I'm going Marjorie
Two's too many.
Trader Brown, so I have to trade. And a lot of people don't understand. 2 words is too much to change.
It's too complex of a nickname.
Marjorie
People
Taylor
don't
Brown
understand
better,
it.
but everyone says
People
Marjorie
go, what?
Trader
Brown? I don't know what you're talking about. Marjorie.
Green is good.
There's
but
so
they're
many
all good, but
Marjories.
What the hell happened to her? She must have been a stone cold liberal. She's on CNN now all the
The
time. Can you
Epstein
believe it?
files?
And it was only because I couldn't call her back. You know, I
Epstein?
have 218, 19 it changes.
You're gonna get Epstein
have-
hoax here?
200 and some odd congressmen and women. I have 53 senators. I have 212 countries. I've got a family. It's nice to talk to my family too. You can't call a president every single day, and then when the president doesn't call you back, she goes around saying, he doesn't call me back. He doesn't. I said, Marjorie, I can't call you back. I got 2. I think, Marjorie, I just can't call you back. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't call her back. And she goes onto a rant. He won't call me back anymore.
Marjorie, it's
Sorry
over.
about that. You know, you can only
It's
go
not
so far.
me,
You know, once a
it's
month,
you.
Once every week or 2 weeks, but you can't. You know, highly neurotic.
Highly
Heard that name,
neurotic.
But I'm neurotic too. I think I'm
Yeah.
probably very neurotic too. I always
Yes.
say controlled neuroses is good. Being neurotic, no good. But if it's controlled, that's okay. It gives you some energy. But what the hell
Controlled
happened to Marjorie Trader Green?
Neurotism.
It's unbelievable. But
I
she
would
dropped
probably
out
describe Trump as that.
because I wasn't
Controlled.
going to endorse her,
erratic.
and the person I would have endorsed was going to kill her in the polls. So she dropped out. And then they talk about how brave she is. No, brave would be to stay. And, you know, it's one of those things. But she dropped out. I can't believe it that people can change so much. But you can't go from being a strong conservative to a stone cold liberal unless you were lying. You know, you can't do that. I mean, you can stop liking somebody, or you can say, I don't know, she's fake. Look, front row Joe. What are you doing in the second row? What happened? Well, you're in the front row.
Front row Jenna.
It's front row Joe. I don't know who's been there, the front row Joes or you. It's pretty close, I think.
Front row Joes.
Very different. Hey, very different types. Would you stand up, please, in the front row? Just stand up. Look at these women. Look. How incredible they are.
You're cutting off
Right?
investment.
Even front row Joes will admit they're very great, right? Look how beautiful they are.
He did
They,
kind of hit trillions and trillions, but
People like you built our country.
I think
You
investment
built
still
our
hit.
country. And that's why we love you. You built our country. The people in this room built our country. Under Sleepy Joe Biden, car prices, gasoline prices, hotel rates,
Like, see, he's
airfare,
now
and more
reading.
went up 30 to 75%.
Need him to read 8
Now
wars
they're
here.
all
And
coming
warrior
down.
dividend.
We're all coming down. Take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful to look? The same is true with groceries. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey
Okay, here's the White House rhetoric, the Thanksgiving turkey study.
was down by 33% compared to Sleepy Joe's high-priced era. Don't forget, when you have the highest inflation in history and or 48 years, do we think 40, and look, in terms of a speech, I think 48 years is the equivalent of history. Do we agree? Can we say? Because they had a piece on me today in one of these fake newspapers, which are all dying, they're all going
48 years
bankrupt, thank God.
is just history.
the
That's what
worst.
history is.
That I misrepresented by saying history.
November 5th is always still in play.
It's
'cause
actually
you could just hit
48
since
years.
November 5th
And I
election.
said, you know, that's not
Because
a
of the
bad
November,
misrepresentation,
all this
I
is
don't
because
think.
of November 5th.
The price of eggs
There's eggs.
is down 82% since March.
I might just get some no tax on tips.
Do you
too.
remember? There the people are. Do you remember? Fake news. Do you remember when I just got elected? It was a big thing. We won every swing state.
No tax on
We won
tips,
the
dipping that
popular
low
vote.
too?
We won
that
by
feels
like
scripted as well.
312 to 200 and something, and like low 200. And we won everything. We won districts, the word district. We won districts by 2,750 to 525. That's a slaughter. And that's the thing when you see everything's red except for 2 little lines on the left and the right, meaning New York and California. That's the one that really is incredible. 2,750 to 525. We won everything in a slaughter. We won everything. And what a great thing it was, right? When you can have an election that good.
Landslide.
And they tried to rig it. Remember we had the thing? Too big to rig. Remember that saying?
Too big to rig.
That was a big thing. They tried like hell. They gave up at about 9:02.
He's going to get November 5th
It was too
here?
big. It was just a
Come on, Donald.
landslide. They couldn't do it. They cheated a lot. But we made it too big to rig, and I appreciate you getting. I said the polls had us up, pretty way up. And a lot of times when that happens, you'll say, let's go out and watch a movie, and we'll come back and watch the president win. No, I said, don't watch a movie. Go out and vote. But it was too big, so it came back. What an evening. That was, what was better, 2016 or 2024? Tell me.
Wow. I thought he was about to hit November
I don't know.
5th there.
2016 was pretty monumental. What was better? I don't know. Beating Hillary was fun.
Bro's reminiscing.
Well, Hillary has a much higher IQ than Kamala. I would say, I think Hillary has probably 50 or 60 points higher. Now, Hillary was smart. She was nasty. Whew, I wouldn't want to go home to
Hillary.
her. She was nasty.
He would want to go home with
Remember-
Bill Clinton, though.
Remember, she was a nasty
Jeez.
person. I was
Come
going
on,
to use
Donald.
a B word. I said, my wife would not be happy.
The B word?
My wife always says, please, please don't use foul language. You know who else
Melania
does?
says don't use foul
Franklin
language.
Graham.
Okay, bro.
He
Who
says,
did you marry?
President.
Do you know the
Says,
guy
I
that
love
you
your
married?
speaking ability, President. You're a great speaker. Although nobody says it. You know, I get these big crowds, but did you ever see the press do a story that I'm a great speaker? They say, oh, he looked tired. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I get crowds, the biggest crowds in history of anything, not only of anything. They never say, he gave a great speech tonight in front of 45,000 people. Look at the crowds that we get are the biggest crowds ever. Before the election, we're getting 80, we had 117,000 people show up in New Jersey. It was a great speech. You know what they said? He looked tired.
Dividends not coming.
You can't be tired in front of 117,000
I'm hoping he says warrior
people.
dividend,
It's
though.
not possible. You got a lot of adrenaline. The adrenaline is pumping, right? But that's why they're fake news. That's why nobody listens to them anymore. But remember that we slashed the yearly cost of new mortgages
I'm
by
hoping it comes up the end as
$3,000.
well.
Look at the mortgage chart.
There's so many
We
veterans,
slashed them.
these type of people that'd be happy
Look at
for
that.
it, that'd be getting it.
Look at that. Oh, boy. Look at how much you made with me and lost with that sleepy guy. But everything now is falling, and the only things that are going up are your salaries, the stock market, and your 401ks. They're going up. Do you remember when I first won in 2024?
He's dodging
And I was
November
at my
5th.
first
Wow.
conference. I'm 2 days in. You know, we're recovering from all the hoopla. 2 days in.
Hoopla.
In fact, I took a day off. They said, something's wrong with the president. I said, I just got here. There's nothing wrong with me. Something's wrong. You took a day off. What's wrong with the president, right? Every time. Do you remember when I had 28 news conferences in a row over 28 days? Sometimes I gave 2 or 3 in one day. And then I took my beautiful Kai, my beautiful granddaughter's a very good golfer. I took her to play golf one morning, and I was in the office very quickly. Something's wrong with the president. Do you remember the rumor was that I had passed away? Do you remember that? I won 28 days in a row.
I'm
I
gonna
took
get
the
some
kid
no
to
tax
play
on
golf.
tips here at this price.
And we play very fast. She's good at, I'm a very good golfer. And we play very fast.
I
We
feel like
play
that's
in
scripted.
2 hours.
That's a scripted part
In and then
near
I
the
said,
end of
Baby,
speeches.
I got to get out of here. I'm sorry, honey. Enjoy your day. Go hit balls or something. I got to get out of here. I got to go to work. And I got a call. A friend of mine. Oh, you're okay? And I said, yeah, what's wrong? I said, I'll be back in the Oval Office in 30 minutes. Oh, I said, what's wrong with this guy? Then I got another call. Oh, you're okay. They said that I had passed away. Do you remember that? First day in 28 days, these people are sick. That's why I've taken more physicals, because I think you have an obligation to, report. And I hate when they put out false reports. So they put out a report that Donald Trump. So I took a lot of physicals. And I did something no other president's ever done. I took cognitive tests. Because I know that, and by the way, not easy. You get to those last questions, those last 10, 15 questions, nobody on that stand
he's admitting it wasn't
answer
easy.
Probably any of them. And I got them, I aced them. And no other president's taken a cognitive. Could you imagine Sleepy Joe taking a cognitive test? I don't think he'd get the first question is like,
wow, he's
what
going
is
on the
this? And they show
Come
a
on.
lion, a giraffe, a fish, and a hippopotamus, right?
Even the guys in the
they
back
say,
are like, come
which
on,
is the giraffe?
come on, bro. What is going on?
So that's the only question. But what happens is it then gets harder. I don't think Joe would have gotten the first question right. He would say hippo. I want the hippo. But anyway, I've taken now 3 cognitive tests.
You would say it's
I've
a
aced
hippo.
every
It's pretty
single one
funny.
of them.
That's an audience
And-
member yelling that out. He would say it's a hippo.
This is that big stuff. This is Walter Reed. I've got a whole team of
All right,
doctors
I'm buying
all over
some
the
tax
place.
on
If you get 'em
tips.
wrong,
That's what I'm
I
doing,
said,
yes.
what do you think? Should I do it?
I think it's a scripted
Well,
part
here's
of
the
his,
good news. The good news, if you do well,
his
that's great.
rallies near the
Actually, if you
end.
do well, they won't report it. If you do badly, it's going to be the biggest story in history. They said, it's possible that if you do badly, the word will leak out and you'll look very bad. I said, this was on my first test. After that, I knew that I can do very well.
He's gone
Smart
for what? How
person.
long has he gone
So
for?
what happens is first
45.
test, I said, how hard
might
is
have
it?
another
They
45
said,
to
well,
go.
After the 10th or 12th question, it gets, very hard. And I said, well, what do you think? They said, look, if you're going to do well, but if you're not going to do well, it's probable that the
No
word will get
dividend
out.
sucks here, man.
I said, well, let's do
It's
it
the only
anyway.
thing I
And
had.
I did it, and it was actually good. For a year, they called me a very intelligent person, but then they forget. Then I did it again. I aced it again. They report it. And these are doctors that I don't even
We
know.
should have got low
And they
IQ as a
report it.
strike on this one.
And then I did it a third time a few months ago, and they reported. But it's very small reporting. But can you imagine if I did badly, right? Could you imagine that, front row Joe? Would I be in trouble?
I could imagine if you
They'd
did
say, "There's something
good.
wrong." But I like to
You
do
would gloat
but,
about it. That's what I would imagine.
I gave a perfect. I got
He
I
aced
got
it.
perfect health.
Dude, you took that test like
And,
3 months ago,
they
dude. That's
reported
like
his health is perfect.
gloating about your SAT
And they
score
interpret
from high
that-
school, bro. Like, come on.
And the fake news interprets when the doctor says he's got perfect health. They go, "What does he mean by perfect? There's something wrong with the president. These people are sick." Now there will be a time when perhaps
8 War, I
won't
think, is
be
scripted as well.
100% true with all of us, right? And when that time comes,
I think it's
will let
scripted.
you know
You've seen
about
when he
it.
talks on the
In fact, you'll probably find out
teleprompter.
about it just by watching.
I
But
think
that
8
time
War
is
is on the
not now,
teleprompter, I
because I feel
think.
the same that I
So
felt
is
for
Tax on
50
Tips.
years. I really do. But we haven't, I think we have.
Yeah, he's
an
not gone on
obligation
Middle East
to,
yet.
At least report your health. But I will tell you, to me, because of what happened for 4 years, I really think having a cognitive test for presidents to take a cognitive
He might
test
transition to
is very
Biden
important.
to
I think
Ukraine
it's very
here.
important. I'm hearing that they say it's, not with Biden.
Here we go.
They said it was not constitutional. That was the least of
Just
his
the auto pen.
problems. But I think it's very important that a president or people running for president and vice president take a cognitive test. I mean, I think it's a very important thing. I don't know. They say you shouldn't do that. It's unjust. It's not constitutional. They say all these things, but I do. I really believe that under Trump, wages are rising much faster than inflation for the first time in many years. Think of that. Wages are rising faster than inflation. That's what it's all about, right? And we're delivering lower prices and bigger paychecks. And the wage chart that you see up there is incredible. There, that NBC didn't put up, and the networks didn't.
Let's
put
get
up.
our no tax on
There are
tip.
more people working today than at any time in American history. And very importantly, while tens of thousands of new jobs, Biden were government jobs. There were government jobs. I could do that right now. You saw it today. We had 4.5%
Nope.
inflation. That's because I'm letting go of tremendous numbers of government workers. We're replacing them. In fact, we've reduced the federal workforce
workforce by 270,000 jobs. That's not to be mean. That's to
He's not hit
get
250
them
yet,
off.
has he?
And they are getting jobs in the private sector, and we're helping them to get jobs. But if you have all government
270,000.
jobs, we're going to be, a country that
250.
we don't want to mention names because we don't want to insult, but we're going to be a country that
You've already hit
cannot be
Somalia. You're fine,
great.
Trump. You can insult whoever you
100%
want.
just came out. 100% of all jobs created since I took office have been in the private sector. The only way to make our country great. Think of that. Think of that. 100% of the jobs created are in the private sector. Now,
Trump.
if I want to make some good numbers,
You're
I'll
LARPing
add
on the private sector thing.
300,000 jobs. I can do it with one phone call. Each agency hire 25,000 people today. They hire them immediately. They pour in, and the 4.5% would be down to 2.5% in a matter of moments. I could get it down to zero. Hire
Maybe
a couple
like
of million
hoax here,
workers.
no.
Please.
No
the country's
hoax?
booming. We're down at zero, but that's the destruction.
Yeah, a little
of the country.
bias
That's
there,
what Biden
Adi,
used to
but
do.
yeah.
They used to hire
He's hit
10
it.
people for one job. They
So
have 10
he's been like
people,
obsessed with
like
the
would look at a
Somali
job
Minnesota
and would say
scam.
one person can do the job, but let's give it a break.
It's an
Let's
example
do
of
two instead of, and then
how
have
his
like
immigration
9
policy
people
works.
for one job.
And he
that's
hits?
really
Yeah,
tantamount
some.
to a failed country. In 4 years, the last administration secured less than $1 trillion in new investments.
There's
in our
investment.
country.
There's your
Think of
investment.
that. 4 years, less than one. 4 years, the whole term, less than $1 trillion. In 10 months, I have secured a record-breaking $18 trillion more.
All right, here he might hit 8 wars. Might get
They
onto
gave
this
us
part.
doom and gloom, and I'm building the Trump economic boom. It's a boom. It's a boom.
Economic,
These factories,
not
auto
economy.
plants, AI plants.
AI.
We've never had anything like it. I ended the radical left's war on American energy, terminated the Green New Scam, and signed an order to drill, baby, drill. We're drilling.
There's drill,
You see
baby,
where
drill. Wow.
Gasoline's coming down.
This guy can hit every yes thing but my.
Gasoline is now substantially lower than $2.50 a gallon. And
Of course, drill, baby,
many
drill.
places now are under $2 a gallon for gasoline. And within the next 12 months, we will have opened 1,600 new electrical generating plants.
Now he's back on
That's
transcript,
a
you're right.
record.
He was
all-time.
LARPing on the private sector
Because,
there for a second. He's back on the
we
train.
need tremendous amounts of electricity for AI and for all these plants.
There's AI twice.
Electricity prices will fall
double AI.
very dramatically when these plants are open. To protect North Carolina workers, we imposed 25% tariffs on foreign automobiles, 50% tariffs on foreign steel, and I approved 25, 30%, and 50% tariffs to save North Carolina's cherished furniture industry, which has been decimated by China.
China. No China there, but.
You know, I used to come here a lot for one reason. I'd build hotels and I'd build different buildings and I'd come here to your furniture area. I used to love it. Those people were so talented. I'd buy so much furniture, and that was before politics. I did great. I was very good at real estate, I would tell you. But I used to come to North Carolina to buy furniture for lobbies or furniture for hotels. And I was here
now he's
a lot.
rambling. He's back on the
I mean,
ramble
you've
about
been decimated,
furniture.
but it's coming
He's
back.
gonna hit ballroom,
because
brother.
I put tariffs on, big tariffs.
8 more to go
actually.
now.
But I remember I'd say to
still
him,
not
I
onto
like
it
that
yet.
chair. You don't realize what it
He
is.
might not even
I
hit
would
it at
look at
all.
a chair. The arm of a chair was very important to me. I said, I like that chair, but this
Arm
arm
of
has
a
to be
chair.
different
What are we talking
shape.
about, dude? You can't talk about the military
Chisel,
dividend.
I'm a very aesthetic person, believe me. Except with women, I don't care what a woman looks like. I used to say beautiful, now I don't care. Since politics, I never mention looks anymore. The most beautiful woman can walk
Bro.
right across. I don't even look at her anymore.
That's all you do is call other
Because in politics,
people's
that's the
wives
sign of
beautiful. What are you talking
We don't
about?
look. But
You gotta be
I
ironic.
do look at the arm of a chair.
You gotta be
And I
ironic,
say-
bro.
I'd say to your artists, they were artists.
That chair, what an
They were
ass.
artisans, you
I'm gonna
know?
grab that chair by the
I'd say,
pussy.
no, can you give a different curve? Can you do a little more?
Bro, look at the
carving
way
at
he's.
the end?
Dude, that's the Epstein file curve, bro. Don't do it like that.
They were like
We all
geniuses.
saw that letter.
You lost the business. It went to China and other places, but mostly to
Dude's
China.
talking about chairs.
Because they never put tariffs on just like they didn't put them on chips, just like they didn't put them on cars. You lost 58% of your car industry. By the way, it's all coming back. Some of it's coming back here. It's all coming back.
I know, right?
Because to bring a
Like,
car into our country is costing 25 to 50% tariffs now, and they can't do it. They can't compete. Tariff is, and I won't say it because it gets me in trouble, my favorite word. I know I won't.
TikTok?
My fifth favorite
No.
word. Do you remember when I said
I
the
don't
word
think here.
tariff is my favorite word in the dictionary? Remember that?
8
And
words
the
might
fake
come
news
up
got
now.
me.
He's on
What
tariffs.
about religion? What about God? What about your family? What about your wife? What about your children?
He hasn't hit Melania.
I said,
Come on.
they got me in this one.
He's
So
hit
now
tariff,
tariff
about 30 times.
is my 5th favorite word.
Right behind Biden.
And now I'm okay. It's my 5th. 5. Now I'm okay.
Number 1 is definitely
But
Biden.
starting in the
Number
new year,
2,
the people
Sleepy.
of North Carolina will also see the dramatic results of the largest tax cuts in American
go.
history, including no tax on tips,
Nice.
no tax on overtime, and
That-
no tax on social
that was a
security.
scripted. That
for
was a scripted
our
moment
great
right there.
Seniors.
No tax on tips.
No tax for our seniors.
Hey, that's good.
Tell me what? Let's do a poll. Because you know these pollsters charge you $1 million to ask a question, then they
Get a
don't
dividend
even, they
here.
just write down an answer. They don't do polls. It's a
Still no
total
dividend.
con
Fucking
job. These-
reeks.
Some of these polls. One thing I don't like about Fox is their pollster. Total fake. Their pollster's the worst. They've been saying they're going to get rid of them for 10 years. The fake pollster. Then you have the election, you win by numbers that are like through the roof.
He's dodging November
But
5th,
Fox,
huh?
but Fox has been treating me good.
Wow,
They're great
he's like
people.
forgot it. He's forgot the date.
Sean Hannity is great. Jesse is great. Laura is great.
gonna hit Kimmel
Greg
here,
is
huh?
great. They're all great. We have great people. The morning is excellent.
Oh.
Who? What? What? Which corruption? Where?
Someone's getting yelled at?
Oh yeah. Well, we have to do that. We're going to take care of that. We're going to take care of corruption in our country. I mean,
What are
I was
they yelling
talking
at?
about Fox. I don't know. He's talking about corruption. No, it's okay because he's on our side, but he's just a little ahead of me. He's talking about corruption. I'm talking about Fox, how good the anchors are, right? But they are really great. They are.
What was the
very
guy
good,
yelling?
but the pollster's no good. You know?
What do we
He's no
need
good.
to hit?
The pollster's terrible, but we still get good numbers. But the
Dividend
numbers are
would be
actually
good.
much better than that.
Warrior dividend?
But we're joined tonight
8
by
wars?
Heather Whitley, a bartender and server
I don't
in
think. I mean,
Nashville,
he
North
missed his
Carolina,
dividend moment though.
who will save over $5,000 from no tips. Think of that. From no tax and tips. Heather,
He
where
goes
are
on
you,
the same
Heather?
rant about the ranking
Are
of
you
the
here,
word
Heather?
tariff. His favorite word is list
Where are
every
you?
time.
Where are you? You want to come up?
Oh, I
You
don't
wanna
do the
come up?
come-ups. Don't do
Come
the
on up.
come-ups, Trump.
She's going to save over $5,000, no tax on tips.
Good for her.
Put a
I don't
down
want to hear
payment
her
on
speak.
her first home. So Heather, congratulations. Look how amazing she is, right?
She does have
Come
a
on
mention
up. I don't know
market.
how you're going to get up that stair. Are you okay? Look at her. She has no problem. Somebody else would not be able to make it. Thank you, darling.
Somebody else.
Want to say something? Go ahead.
He couldn't help himself but make a sleepy Joe Biden joke as the woman was walking
It's
up
been a
the
tremendous help.
stairs.
It's now allowed me to invest in my first home.
Wow.
And that is
She instantly
the
went for
American
the
dream
invest.
for all
Okay.
of us.
I like this woman. She likes her rules
Much
cucks.
to say,
so
sir.
good.
Instantly.
Thank you so
You
much.
said it perfectly.
The fake bond. She dodged the Trump kiss. Y'all saw that? The little high side. Ah!
Heather, you don't realize. You said that so perfectly.
He's gonna hit
Because
hottest
that's what it
now.
is. You're going to get a home and you're going to
You're the
be
hottest.
happy as can be, and you are a great person. Thank you very much. You couldn't have been
Hottest
better.
person
Thank you, darling.
I've called up here.
Also with us
Get called up. Yeah.
is Austin Harding, a police officer, highly respected, a loving father from Monroe. Austin and his wife are raising a son with autism. A beautiful
Autism.
son, beautiful person.
Look at autism.
And are
They're
passionate
bonded on the
supporters of
December
MAHA,
market.
and they love Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So do I.
You say, is November 5th
And with no, thank you, Austin. And with no
Teleprompter?
tax on overtime, Austin will have thousands of dollars,
No,
many
that's just something he
thousands of
kinda
dollars
says
more
off
to
the
help
cuff.
care for his
I think it's
wonderful
been
son.
like when he's talking about investments,
Last
he'll
but not
say,
least, we
I
have
think it's because of the
Carolyn and
November
Charles
5th election.
Thurston.
Like,
Who run a successful small
the reason
business
that all
providing
this
care
stuff
for
is
senior
happening.
citizens.
It's off the
That's
cuff.
great. Not only did we make their small business tax deduction permanent, helping them to expand, but under no tax on overtime, their employees will have much higher take-home pay, and that makes their job a lot easier. So, Carolyn and Charles, please stand wherever you may be. Oh, that's great. Thank you. So it's going good? Going good? Good-looking couple. Thank you very much. Another key part of our tax cuts is known as Trump accounts. You hear about that? You put money in and
Ooh, get dividend.
they are knocking them dead. It's great.
Come on.
It's Michael Dell Computer. He put up $6.25 billion. How do you like that? He started with no money.
$250 million.
And now he
Wow.
puts $6 billion plus into the first accounts. I mean, think of that. $6 billion. It's, to be exact, $6.25 billion. Even the second part is a lot.
$250 million definitely
And we've had a lot
counts
of
for
great Wall
250.
Street titans and a lot of great real estate titans. They're all
That
putting
definitely
money
counts,
on Trump
250
accounts.
million.
It's for kids. They get a certain age and they're going to have money. It's going to double and triple. Hopefully, it'll do well. Under this new program, the federal government will be creating an investment savings account for every single newborn American child with $1,000
Surely
to be
250
invested
counts.
and grow
250 million?
over the course of their life. So they'll reach
So many people trying to buy
21
no
years,
there.
and, you know, they could be very good. They will consider themselves rich. I mean, it's a lot of money, actually. Friends, family, employers, and loved ones will be able to
What do
add
you guys think?
thousands more each year.
250 million?
Like a trust fund for every American child. It's something that people have wanted to do, but honestly, I give Mr. and Mrs. Michael Dell. Dell, go out and buy a computer from Dell, because I'll tell you what, they really
250 million
they love
by
the
the war,
country.
by like the
Great
numbers.
people. Every
it
single
wouldn't
Democrat
count,
in
technically,
Congress
'cause it's
voted against
250.
these incredible benefits.
It's not the same number,
Every single
but
Democrat
by like the
said no,
transcript, 250,
including a guy named
space
Don
or
Davis
million,
right here
that
from
would
this
count,
district.
right?
He voted against it.
Oh gosh.
That's why you got to vote against him. Don Davis voted against no tax on overtime. He voted against no tax on tips. And he voted for the largest tax increase in American history. He wanted the largest tax, and he's your congressman. So I don't know if you know him. And honestly, I'm good at politics. I never even heard of this
Eight war
guy,
has
so
to come. I hope
He
so.
hasn't made a big impact.
I hope
But he voted
so.
yes on every single Biden disaster, including massive inflation, open borders, sanctuary cities, and the Green New Scam. Don Davis betrayed North Carolina.
We'll get more 8 war.
Don
Yes.
Davis did nothing about the
I'm
flood.
surprised the economy hasn't
He
hit
did
either.
nothing about the
He
hurricane.
said economic.
I did it all with your congressman and with a couple of Republicans from your state that put their lives on the line to make sure this got done. And we had to wait till January 20th. They wouldn't do a damn
He's
thing.
saying
People
January
was-
20th
the
instead of November
waters
5th.
Didn't recede. They
Wow.
were living in areas
What an
that
asshole.
didn't have water, and now they were surrounded by water. And by the way, Elon Musk, with his incredible,
Look at Elon.
you would call it
mention here.
contraption of communication, incredible. I said, Elon, we need 500 of those. You
Elon,
couldn't get them
for the
because
weekly
it's been
hit.
very successful. He said, you'll have them tomorrow. You got to give him credit for that, you know. I have my little disagreements with him.
I think 8 war
I don't
has to
believe
come
in the
too.
mandate where everybody has to have an electric vehicle within an hour. You know, I don't. But you got to give him credit. He really saved a lot of lives. Here tonight are some of the warriors who, unlike Don Davis, who's a disaster vote against him, stood up for North Carolina, including Congressman Tim Moore and Brad Knott. Where are you guys?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
fellas,
don't know.
come
I
up
feel
real
like November
fast.
5th,
Come
he's
on
like
up.
forgot
Come
a
on
little
up.
bit. He keeps saying January 20th, which he did before say, I switched
I'll
from
tell you, these
January
guys
to
were-
November 5th because of the fake
Look at him,
news.
two
But
handsome
now he's like
gentlemen,
switched back this
Extremely
speech.
different types.
He's just been saying since the election.
That's
and it's
great.
January 20th.
Say hello. Say a couple of words. Thank you, man. Thank you, President. Appreciate it.
God, we got another fucking speaker, dude.
Well, everybody, I was with the president when he had his first trip, once he took the oath. And where did he come? North Carolina. As we gear up
Trump's
for
like,
the
"It's
midterm
true."
cycle, where's the
can,
first
hot mic
state
him.
that President Trump has come?
I think you just said 8
North
wars
Carolina.
there. Zoom in.
He knows what you know. It's the people that make this country great. It's not the government. It's not regulations. It's people just like you. And let me just tell you this. The fight is long. It's hard. I'm new to this, and I have been amazed at how hard the president is fighting for you.
There we go.
So let me just,
All right, man.
let me say this simply and with my whole heart. Stay with us. We hear you, and we're going to keep fighting for you. Thank you so much.
I'm on board. I just picked Donald Trump's nose with my mouse when he has other
I
people
guess I'll have to
speak.
lower the mic, Mr. President. Let me just say,
Ooh, you got
echo
some
what
boogers
Brad
up there.
said.
Got some
I
boogers.
cannot think of a better president in the history of the United States. Someone who
all right.
loves this country,
Let's see.
who does so
Anything
much.
like crazy low?
Mr.
November 5th is
President,
a
I
little
don't know
bit.
how
Actually
you do
seemed
it
like
all.
you forgot about it.
You make the
And
Energizer
the market
Bunny
seems
look
like
slow.
Barack Hussein Obama
It's absolutely
care
incredible.
doesn't count,
The leadership
which is what he
that
said.
this man
I would say
showed,
that too.
not only in our country, but
My
on the
stream's just a little
world
bit
stage.
delayed, I think,
We are
so
finally respected around the world again.
I wish I
And
got
that
that
is
1
not
cent
an
bid.
accident.
I saw it was
Mr.
bonded.
President,
I can't,
North Carolina loves you.
I didn't move
The
fast
United
enough.
States loves you. Thank you for what you're doing.
You don't think the 250 counts? Let's see. This is the argument here. It's not bonded, that's the thing. It's interesting.
Great job.
It's in the rules that
That's a
250
great
wouldn't count.
job. Boy, oh boy. Well, they're going to win good,
For
but you got to
250
beat that
million?
other guy. Thanks also. I want to thank somebody very special. He's the Secretary of Labor, Lori Chavez DeRemer. Where's Lori? Larry, thank you. What a job.
Gosh, another thank you, man. We
What
gotta
a
get to
job
an
you've
8-war
done. Our
speech.
friend did me a big favor when he
Come on, Donnie, you
recommended
still have
you. I was recommended.
couple strikes to hit.
A great guy, a great friend of mine, and a big fan of Lori. And he said, I have somebody that would be great. And that was an
And 250
understatement. You've
bond
been
as well?
unbelievable. Thank you very much, Lori. Appreciate
No,
it.
never bonded, but
And another one has been incredible. Got a lot
got
of
quite
energy.
close actually.
Director of
Maybe it
Federal Housing Finance Agency. He's done a phenomenal job. Mr. Bill Pulte. Bill, thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Also, State Senator Phil Berger.
Phil Berger.
Thank you. Great.
There's Berger to hit.
And we have a lot of political people here. I would like to introduce them all. Will be here, but one we have to introduce, fellas, is Michael Whatley. And
30 minutes to wrap it up. Let's see how long
he was
he's
the
gone.
head of the Republican
He's
Party.
got an hour. Yeah,
Before
maybe
that, he
another
was the
30
head
minutes.
of your party right here, the Republican
Maybe?
Party, and we
Another
won.
20?
We won 6 in a row, 3 primaries and landslides, and then we went on to win the election all 3 times.
Wow.
So we won 6 in a row.
What
I've
a
never had
dodge.
a loss with him. And
What a dodge of November 5th.
when I won I mean, look, we did phenomenal. It turned
Look.
out, we won 3 times in a row. Just
How do you
so
not hit it
understand.
here?
I don't mean here. I mean all over.
How do you not hit
We
November
won
5th?
3 in
here?
a row. They might have done us a favor, but we won 3 in a row.
How?
But when we got screwed in the second election, it didn't happen over here. He had 601 lawyers he hired.
How's
They
he
had
not in
lawyers
November
at
50th?
every single ballot box.
How's it going for you? All
and
hit
other
is
people
AI.
were cheating in other states
I
that
think
we won
National
by
Guard
a lot,
might be
and they were cheating. You could see
scripted,
it
though,
go.
as
Here
well,
we
so
are.
you're
Pwah,
fine.
pwah. And you
I mean,
remember
at
they have
27 cents,
ballots
I'll
all
give
of a
that, too.
sudden. We just found 75,000 ballots, a total rigged deal. And by the way, you
Wow.
have not heard the last of that, I can tell you.
I hope so, because I have rigged election
But
for
in
the
this
weekly,
state,
and you
that
just
didn't
said
happen
rigged deal.
because you had a guy named Michael Whatley.
Bro, really?
And he had every box secured. He had, I think, 2 or 3 lawyers at every station.
Can we do the
But he had
actual
over
rigged
600
election,
lawyers.
stolen
I had
election?
600, and I said, how many lawyers did you have? 601. I said, that's like genius. He was ahead of it. And you'd watch, people went to bed that night. Everyone said the election's over, Trump won. And then all of a sudden they woke up in the morning, and 3 o'clock in the morning, they found hundreds of thousands of votes in some of these states. It was a rigged election, but not here because
There
of
you
him.
go.
And I said,
There you go, Trump,
I don't
to
know
say
if I'm
rigged
doing
election.
this again, but if I'm doing
Let's
this
go.
again, I want Michael Whatley. I said, the guy from North Carolina,
Jeez,
I want
Trump?
him to head the Republican National Committee, the RNC.
And
Dodge
he did
National Guard
He
there.
did it beautifully. Come on up, Michael. Come up.
Another come on up. Come on. You don't have
He did
time
it
to
so
do come
well,
on ups.
and we had the big election when he worked with Laura. Now, how good is Laura? Laura Trump, who was born here, loves this state so much. She could have done very well. By the way, I think Ted Budd is doing a very good job, too, I have to tell you. And I will say this, Tom Tillis fought with me for the Lumbee tribe, the Lumbee. I love the Lumbee.
He loves the Lumbee.
He's really been very good. You know, we had a little dispute, but these are, you know, it's fine. He's been really good. Tom has been very, very good, and I appreciate it very much. And he's been very strong on the Lumbee tribe, and I think they're going to get out and they're going to vote. The Lumbees, you have some here. You have some of the leaders here. If you could, you want to stand up if you're there? It's really great. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Let them know we appreciate it. We got to get every one of those 60,000 votes or whatever. We got to get them for this guy. But the Lumbees have been great. I've been with them from the beginning. We got
All right,
them.
Donald.
We got them
We get the
across the
Lumbees,
finish
bro.
line. But I want to ask Michael to say a few words. He's just been an unbelievable warrior. And I said, if
Warrior
I do this
dividend!
again, I'm going to get that guy in North Carolina
Right
who
there.
wouldn't let that phony, you know, they
You
tried
said
here
warrior.
too. They couldn't get away with it. They tried. He stopped it. He's a tough, strong guy. He's also a wonderful human being, he's just a great person. And I want to tell you, him and Laura Trump.
Yeah, it is.
There's never been a better
Pennsylvania,
team.
they're
In fact, I
screaming
said,
at him, man.
before he did this, I said, if you had
he
your
needs to get
choice
some
for
water.
anybody to be your
Give him a
coach
glass of
here,
water so he
who
can
would
hit the
you
rest
pick?
of
He
my
said,
yes.
I'd take Laura Trump again, right? Yes, sir. You did say that. But I'd like to have Michael say he's in a fight
It is a little random.
against a radical
he's
left
just like
governor who did a
fucking
shitty job for you.
I mean, he's tangent. A lot more tangent.
And I really want you,
And less shouting, too. So
either way, but
he's like
either
more,
governor. Either
give him
governor,
more
because
time
you
to
have
ramble.
another
No one's cutting him
governor
off
that's a Democrat.
by yelling auto pen.
Virtually, I think every state run by a Democrat is a failure.
Here we go.
Think of it. And now your state with all these killings. I
National
never heard
Guard.
of killings. But all of a sudden, and they came in through Biden with his open border craziness, and these are vicious people. But I want this man to say just a few words because it's so important that he wins.
Exactly.
You don't want to
That's
have a
what
radical
ICE
left
would be the best.
senator that basically wants to have open borders, transgender for everybody, men playing in women's sports. Michael, are you in favor of men in women's sports? I am not. Are you in favor of transgender for everybody? I am not. Are you in favor of open borders?
No.
Thank you. Say a few words.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, like, come on, let's be honest. Transgender women
You know,
too
in
easy on this market.
2015,
Way too
Donald
easy.
Trump came down that golden escalator, said he was going to make America great
This guy
again.
came with the ready speech,
And he
man.
was going to do it.
Bro,
by
we know you
rebuilding
practiced this
our
in the mirror,
economy,
dude. Don't even try to
restoring
pretend
our
like you came
borders,
up here like
and
you
making
didn't
America
know.
respected
were about to
around
speak.
the world again. And I said, I'm with that guy. And
November
we won in
5th is so low,
2016,
man. 6
and we won in
cents?
2020. And thank the
I don't know, let me
Lord
cook
that
here.
we won in
I might
2024,
be
and
cooked on
Donald
this
Trump
rally.
right now is serving as the most transformational president in our lifetime.
Not looking good, chap. Not looking good. Negative 150
And President
right now?
Trump, my pledge to you is this. When I win this seat, when I am the next senator from North Carolina, I am going to be a
let's
fighter
turn around.
every
Lock in.
day for this great state. I am
Get
going
November
to be a
6th.
conservative champion for North Carolina,
November 5th.
and I am going to be an
At 6
ally
cents is
to
what I meant.
our great president, not just the 45th president, but the 47th president as well, Donald J. Trump.
All right, come on, Donald. You still got to hit National Guard, too. In 8 wars, I think. And warrior dividend?
What a great guy he is. So get out and work for him. I hope you can get your group of about 70 women to go out and do it. We can get all the front rows, and we got to win. He's a good man. And he represents your values, that I can tell you. But I also want to express my condolences to the people of this state and to the loved ones of NASCAR legend Greg Biffle, who perished yesterday in a tragic plane crash with his family in Statesville. I met him twice. He was just a great young man. And what a tragedy that is with his whole family. So I just want to pay our condolences, our love. Please. I'll tell you, North Carolina will never forget them. He was and his
gonna
family
ramble
were
about
incredible
NASCAR.
people. Together, we've achieved more in less than 1 year than most other administrations achieved in 8 years, which is true. Most of them didn't achieve much. Within a matter of weeks, we ended the invasion of our southern border. For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country.
Okay,
Think of that,
back on
0.
border.
And that's made up by Democrats.
I don't know. It sounds a little
A feat which
conclusional.
everyone said was impossible. Biden and the radical left Democrats in Congress
dude, back on
turned
the
North
border.
Carolina into a dumping ground for tens of
It's like he was
thousands of
concluding and then
third-world
just, like,
migrants,
got,
driving up your rent and
distracted
your
with the
housing
border now.
costs. According to a government report, over 60% of growth in the rental market came from
now it's the rental
foreign
market.
migrants, paid for by the federal government, by the way. Paid for by the federal government, you, the taxpayer. Mass migration fueled mass inflation. But now we are fixing it, and we have record-setting deportations, and we're really focused on the bad people. We're really focused on the bad people. We have farmers who are great people. They know what they're doing.
Farmers.
But we're focused on the bad ones. We're getting the murderers, the drug dealers. We're getting the ones from
National
prisons.
Guard
We're
is
getting them
pumping
the hell
up.
out of here.
Pumping
We're
yes on
focused
this.
very strongly on that.
He is back on transcript.
For the first time in 50 years, we're seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home. We're saying, go back home, please. And we want the bad ones to go back home because those are the ones that caused the problem. And think of Washington, D.C. So,
National Guard
outside
here.
of the terrorism attack from 3 weeks ago. And by the way, that young, beautiful man is doing well. You know, we thought we lost both of them. And
How's he not hit
we
National
lost
Guard
one
here?
who's
Wow.
looking down on us right now. But looks like he just stood up. Can you believe it? He stood up today for the first time.
Wow. I just bought some
Great
Yes
people.
National Guard thinking there's no way he doesn't hit it here.
Sarah's looking down on us, and from heaven, she was incredible, doing so well. But he's doing, they were both
He's going to
about
hit
the
National
same.
Guard
We
here.
thought
Has
we
to.
lost both
This is
of
why
them.
he's talking about them.
Hit in the same area, if you can believe it. He was hit hard. But he's, and his mother, Monica, I spoke to her the night.
This is why he's
"Sir,
talking
he'll be
about it."
okay. Every doctor was saying he doesn't have much of a chance. And she said, sir, I'm telling you, I know my boy, he's going to be fine. I can't believe it. And literally, actually yesterday, he stood up. And he's talking a little bit. I mean, the whole thing is
Yes,
incredible.
Emperor. I think this
The
is just
mother,
a
I've never seen
transition for him to
anybody-
talk about sending them to cities.
I never saw anything like it. She was so positive. She said, I'm praying, and everybody's
I'm
praying.
gonna
The
buy
whole
this.
country's praying, and there's no way he's going to have any problem. He's going to be just fine. It's not even that he was going to make it. It was like, he's going to be fine. Incredible person. In the year before my election, all net job creation was going to
Did he just
foreign
forget to do
migrants.
it?
All of it, 100%. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation
How?
has gone to American
How?
citizens.
He's
The
talking
migrant
about the
invasion
wounded
also brought
National
massive
Guard
crime.
members. How
What's
did he
happening
not just
with the
talk?
killings
How did he
in
not
North
just say
Carolina
it?
is indescribable. I mean, for the first time, you're in national news all the time with the killings. That's because you're run by
He's
Democrats.
got to get back on transcript there because
weeks
what
ago,
the
an illegal
hell?
alien from
It seemed
Honduras
like he was obviously going to
who
transition
entered under
into
Biden walked
National
onto
Guard
a train
into
in
the
Charlotte
cities.
with a large knife and brutally stabbed a passenger multiple times in the
This
chest.
is crazy.
The same
Crazy
savage
he
criminal
dodged that.
alien had previously been arrested 2 months earlier, but he was released by authorities to
Well, now we're
pillage
hoping
and
for an
kill.
ice here
Which he
or
did.
something. Shit.
Also recently in this state, you saw this one. Nobody could watch it. Another monstrous criminal with 14 prior arrests plunged a knife into the throat.
Dementia
of an
Dawn on to
innocent
the next
young,
one.
Beautiful girl, Ukraine. She was from
I
Ukraine.
think he's like
She was sitting on
transitioning
a
into the
train.
National Guard into
You could see
cities
all-
because of
she was
crime.
scared to be there. You could see that, right?
I'm hoping.
Everybody
I'm
knows what
hoping,
I'm
man.
talking
There's
about.
no
She
way
was-
he's talking about
she
all
walked
this. He
onto
doesn't
the
say
train.
National
She was
Guard.
afraid to be there.
I'm
What happened to
tweaking.
North Carolina.
I'm actually
have that
tweaking. He's
condition.
talking about all this crime.
And then
in
she was
cities.
attacked from behind
He's just like,
violently by this savage.
Why go into all this
No one can ever
detail?
forget that look of shock and terror on the young woman's face. It happened so fast as her murderer
He's
walked
using
down.
up time. He should be hitting
Train
8
car
wars.
dripping with blood all over. Passengers are looking at him. They're saying, what is that? There's blood pouring out from every part of him, from the knife. For years, radical left politicians have been
ridiculous.
releasing bloodthirsty, violent offenders and criminal aliens back onto your streets under our leadership. We're finally getting illegal aliens and vicious felons off the streets and throwing them out of our country, or in some cases, putting them in the toughest jails in the world because, frankly, we don't want to let them into their country because we don't want to take a chance that
Historical
these animals
dodge.
will come back.
Historical
We're
dodge.
restoring law and order in America.
Is he going to talk about the National Guard here? Is he going to hit it?
We just made a record investment in our military and gave every service member a warrior dividend of $1,776.
Yes. Okay.
$17.70.
We're chilling. We're chilling on this
And I'm
fucking
also
market.
pleased to
Jesus
announce that
Christ,
just
dude.
2 hours ago,
You had to wait
we
for
hit
the warrior
ISIS thugs
dividend?
in Syria who were trying to regroup after their decimation by the Trump administration 5 years ago. We hit them hard.
Jeez,
I ordered
okay.
a massive strike on the terrorists that killed our 3 great patriots last week. 2 soldiers, 1 interpreter, all great people. And it was very successful. It was
Semper, you saying fuck
precision.
yes for the
We
for
hit
the
every
win or because
site
you're getting the
flawlessly,
dividend,
and
brother?
We are restoring peace through strength. We're all over the world. I settled
Respect.
8 wars in 10 months, destroyed the
8
Iran
wars!
nuclear threat,
There we
ended
go.
the war in Gaza, and got the release of hostages, both living and dead, and created peace in the Middle East. We have peace in the Middle East, first time in 3 years, peace in the Middle East. I cut federal funding for any school that pushes critical race theory or transgender
For
insanity.
everybody. Transgender for everybody.
And we completely banned the chemical and surgical mutilation of children.
Oh, he's going to say woke here? This is actually interesting to me because I had woke for the closed press market yesterday.
Can you believe
I
I'm
want to see
standing
if he was
here?
going to ramble about it.
2025.
Let's go with the
talking
8
about they
wars.
banned the surgical mutilation.
It
of
did
children.
vid down.
Could you imagine?
I told
15
you, I
years
thought it
ago
was a
saying that
scripted
people
part.
said,
You
"This
had to
guy's
say
crazy.
this-
What the
this
hell is he
thing."
talking-" The surgical mutilation of
I
children.
got it at 50
banned it.
cents. It went down to
And it's a
37
wonderful
cents. That's
thing I
pretty
did, but
fucking sick.
Can you imagine
Bye.
having to even say it? Or can you imagine
Dividend got
having to
lower
say
too,
that
dude. It was at 18
we're
cents,
keeping
but
men
I
out
was
of
already
women's
so in on
sports?
dividend. I
Frankly,
already had
that's less
400
important
shares.
If you want to know the truth, but it's very important. The surgical mutilation I had to ban.
ICE National
And I
Guard
did,
still
I
hasn't
banned
hit.
it. But we're also
which I
keeping men
got yes
out of women's
on to.
sports. Have you seen some of these
I'm
records?
so
Have
surprised
you
if he
seen
doesn't
the
hit
long
this,
distance
though.
race?
Like,
One of these
what?
races go all day. They had champion women. They had some very good men.
All right, we
But
actually
not the champions.
it's now
And one
looking
man
it's now
won the
looking
race
good.
by 5 hours
Okay.
and 14 minutes
Because
and
of that
12 seconds.
which one at 50 cents?
5 hours, 14 minutes. Think of that. Won the
8
race by
war.
5 hours. What do? Your parents go
8
back
war,
home,
yes,
go to sleep
as it
for a
was,
few hours,
as he
come
was
back,
pulling people
and
up.
meet your daughter, and she's supposed to be thrilled?
Meanwhile, Trump
What
talking
kind of
about
crap is that? Or the weightlifting records, where
transgenders and
people that never lifted a weight before
women's sports.
are going into the women who are fighting.
Here's his
national
ramble, man.
championships,
Did he hit
almost
woke?
Olympic
Has he hit woke
championships,
yet in this
and they're
ramble?
lifting 112 pounds more, and they've never done it before. Or the boxers that are getting decimated. You saw the Olympics where they had 2
Olympics.
people that
Dang,
they
that's how
converted
250 got yes.
from men to women. did the
Olympics.
conversion.
Olympics
And the one
250
young
as a
woman from
strike.
Italy, a
Oh.
championship boxer, she got hit by a left jab. A left jab, for those that don't
A
know,
left
it's
jab.
just like a defensive punch.
The jabs are
She
coming
got
from the
hit.
left.
She walked
The
to a
radical
corner. She
left
said,
jabs.
I've never been hit like that. I quit. Then they
I'd
said,
quit.
no, go out.
The
You
radical
can do
left
it.
jab
And then
hoax.
he gave her another left jab. That was
Hopefully,
it. She
Anthony
said, "No,
Joshua hits fucking
I
Jake
can't
Paul
do
with
it."
some left jabs.
It's so demeaning to women. And they don't stop. I saw the other day on one of the shows, I think Meet the Fake Press. I'm pretty sure it was that stupid show. And
Meet the fake
they had
press.
a congressman that you all know, a Democrat, saying, no, we have
I
to
didn't know
allow
Olympics was going
men
to
to
hit
play in
in that
women's
context
sports.
of transgender
Where do these
women's
people
sports.
come
That
from? Or
seems
how
like
about
a
open borders? They're fighting for open
that was
borders.
a crazy connection there. I don't
If
know
I
if
didn't get
I
elected, our
that
country
was
would
like
be ruined.
wild.
We would have not had
250
a
seemed
country.
way
I'm
more
telling
likely
you,
to me.
I'm not bragging about myself.
Then,
I'm
you know.
saying we would not have had a country. And now we have the greatest country in the world. I'm telling you,
Hottest.
We're the hottest.
Jinx,
We're
you owe me a
restoring the name
soda.
of a
Dude,
great
you know you're
president,
cooking when you
William McKinley.
jinx with Donald Trump. He owes you a soda. I mean, like,
They took the name off, and they named it something else.
Oh, he's talking about President William
And I
McKinley.
renamed
the Mount McKinley.
the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Wow. Okay, so he hit that
That
during
was a
the.
good one. Well, you know, I checked for all my whole life. I don't know. I guess I didn't do it in my first term because I was the
No.
hunted. I had bigger
I kinda
problems. I had
full-ported
these
dividend
animals trying to attack me at
Semper,
Mar-a-Lago.
and I got scared shitless when he dodged at the
They went
beginning.
into my wife's closet, and I'll say this. Number one, it's very bad, but it sounds a little strange. They looked at her drawers.
Bro, what are we talking about, bro?
You have drawer.
They looked
and
at
then
her
you have drawer.
drawers.
They looked at both.
He knows what he's doing.
And
This
she's a
fucking
very
comedian.
meticulous person, you know, like these people. It's just like
Are-
she'd fit
Can we
into your
get
group very well.
boobs on our next
She'd be
mention
very
market,
happy
bro?
with her, but everything is perfect. Her undergarments,
Dude!
sometimes referred to as panties,
Bro! He's hitting every
They're folded.
synonym.
perfect, wrapped. They're like so perfect. They say,
Trump
that's beautiful.
panty
You know, it's
raid.
the part of the world she came from. Everything was perfect, no problem. Fold,
Dude,
fold,
the
fold. I think that she steams them. Make sure. It's just that it
Yeah, make sure she doesn't realize I'm going through her panties.
came home. I wasn't there when the raid took place.
Bro couldn't hit National Guard, but he's gonna hit undergarments.
President, she opened the drawers and
I don't know.
not
Logan.
that way. They were a mess. It was all over the place.
I inherited a
What
mess. You
happened?
should have
It's
seen
so
the panty
terrible,
drawer.
but it's
It was a
terrible.
mess.
They went into my young boy's room. These thugs are
He's talking about this
disgusting,
the
and we
day
cannot
the
let
Epstein
them get
files
away
came
with
out.
this.
That's hilarious.
We have all the evidence now.
We have all the
We have
evidence
all the
now. I
evidence,
don't think
and
you
we
ought to
have
be
do
saying that one.
something about it. We have to do something about it.
Jesus, Trump.
It's illegal and it's disgusting.
Ironic.
You know, I brought a lawsuit, and I'm
BBC.
winning the lawsuit. There's only one problem. I'm the one that has to settle it. In other words, I am suing, and I'm the one that's supposed to settle it. So maybe I'll give myself $1 billion and give it all to charity. Does that make sense? You know, I'll give it to charity. Do you have any
Charity.
nice charities?
Charity. You know any
I have to
nice
settle the
charities?
lawsuit.
Eric Trump?
There's never been a case like this. Trump suit. I sued a long time ago, and it's doing fine. It's a suit, and now
Shaking
you
his
know, we
head,
found
which was
all this
shaking
stuff.
his head.
Did you see where the FBI didn't want to do it, but
He
the
might
Justice
be ending
Department
soon.
forced them to
It's
do
been
it? The FBI guys didn't want to do it.
Hour
But,
27.
they,
Give it to the
the
National
thugs
Guard.
and the DOJ wanted to do it,
Exactly, bro.
so I sued them.
Give it
and
to
it's,
ICE. All the
and they do
ICE.
say that, you know, it's never been a case like this. Donald Trump sues the United States of America. Donald Trump becomes president, and now Donald Trump has to settle the suit. I hereby give myself
Give it away to November
$1
5th.
billion.
I don't know if he'll say hoax.
Actually, maybe
Not,
I
no.
shouldn't give it to
I don't
charity.
think so
maybe
anymore.
I should keep the money.
He'll have to hit in the way of affordability hoax, and I think he gets negative backlash when he says hoax, but he did cover
Charities,
affordability.
It's, okay. It's all going to good charities.
I don't know. I think no hoax at
But
this
isn't that
point.
a strange position
And
to be
he
in?
won't obviously address
I've got to
Epstein,
make,
I don't think.
I've got to make a deal.
No questions.
I negotiate with myself.
National Guard.
From the skyscrapers of Charlotte
I don't know. It was supposed to be a thing he talked
to
about,
the
sending
rolling
National Guards
hills of
to cities, is
Asheville,
what he
from the
said, but
sand dunes of Kitty Hawk
he's completely dodged
to the
it.
streets of
I would have got
Chapel
pissed,
Hill,
man. This was going.
and from the
this was traded at
factories
80
of
cents
Hickory
pre-market.
to the small towns and family farms across your beautiful countryside
Jake or Anthony?
in
It's
North
got to be
Carolina.
Ant. Yeah, I've got Ant.
We are bringing prosperity, opportunity, and pride surging back to your incredible home. Together, we're
ending.
pairing
He is concluding.
all these people together.
It's concluding
You're
a little
coming
bit.
together. You know, it's coming together like nobody's ever seen. But we're fixing 4
can't
years
believe no
of
National Guard.
disaster and decline. The whole world was laughing at us.
Hey,
for
we're gonna
4
talk
years.
about the
They were
Jake Paul
laughing,
Anthony
taking
after, but,
advantage of us. Friend
The
and
announcer
foe.
market might have some like
And
great
the friend
alpha.
was worse than the
When's
foe
that
in
fight
many
gonna actually
cases.
happen?
When trade, they were worse.
I have
And
no
we're
Jake.
beginning the greatest years in the history of our country. It's called the Golden Age of America. That's what's happening.
he is
we're
rapping.
Right now, we were a dead country. Now we're talking about the Golden Age of America. Think of it in 10 months. Think of that. So in conclusion, tonight,
There you
after
go.
just 11
In
months,
conclusion.
our border is secure. Our spirit is restored.
Maybe he sends National
Inflation
Guard
is
here?
stopped. Wages are up.
Is it
Prices
possible?
are down. Our nation is strong.
And America is back. And every single day of this administration, we will keep on working for the hardworking citizens of America. We will fight, fight, fight. We will win, win, win. And with your help, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again.
Yeah,
we will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again.
It's been bonded.
We will make America
I got some no TikTok.
proud again.
There we go.
We will make America safe again. And we will
we'll make America Epstein again.
Thank you, North Carolina. God bless you all.
It's ended.
And Merry Christmas.
There's the Christmas. I think he hit that in the beginning, but he wrapped it up. No buzzer beater there. No, no National Guard at the end. Thank you, National Guard members. You know, we're gonna get rid of these hoaxes. Make the economy great again. Make TikTok great again. Make crypto great again. You know what song is playing based off this dance. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you don't know that, it's a 99%. Da da da. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I mean, we did okay on the Trump rally. $145. The tax on tips was decent. Only thing that missed was National Guard. ICE National Guard, which was insane. I bought this when they were talking about the woman that died. The National Guard woman that died. It's crazy. Every single time he's talked about those two, he's transitioned it into the National Guards into cities. Yet this rally, I think he like dementia through it, which is interesting because, you know, we've got 3 more years of Trump. Once he starts hitting stage 1, stage 2, some no's might be undervalued. I don't know if we're there yet, but we also have this Jake Paul market. Paul, announcer. Dub, though. Dub on our dividend, yes. Good call there. Although, he kind of squeaky bum timed it. He waited till the end, but 8 Wars, yes, was scripted. It seemed The Warrior was scripted. And Tax on Tips was also scripted. Tax on Overtime. It seems on all these rallies, especially like in these rural counties, Tax on Tips is always scripted, and he always shouts out people who work overtime. ROI, specifically, I'm not sure how to calculate that. I'm at 145, though. If I pull up port, I guess I can see cost and payout here. Here is my exact statistics. There we go. So I placed $774. I have a market value of 924. I don't know. Return on investment is a percent what? 924.33. 19% ROI. 19% on and that's not that one. Recent trades. 19% ROI, I'd take that. Dude, if I can get 19% ROI every market, I'd be a fucking quadrillionaire. So I'd take that. Our dividend was good. That was the one we were sized in at the most. Tax on tips, we were sized at the most. I felt that was smart. Somali was live. I felt the National Guard, too, was just a crazy beat for him not to say that. But we also have a Jake fight. This Jake fight is live, too. Dude, look at some of these orders. Some of these orders is crazy. How is Celsius kind of not all the way up there? I think Celsius for this Jake Paul thing is free. No. YouTuber is free. No. Like, surely. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. How are they going to talk about YouTube? That's what I think. There's so many different ways to say YouTuber as well. Influencer, content creator, vlogger, problem child, like. As well as no influencer. But as well, on the market itself, let's tune in. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua itself. Any crazy odd change due to a walkout or something? No, Jake Paul's still at 14%. So I have no Jake Paul to win. So I'm betting Anthony Joshua wins. That's up with that Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul's losing tonight for sure. But I actually have quite a big bid on Anthony Joshua to win by decision. Because honestly, if this fight is rigged, it's going to be rigged to the point where there won't be a knockout. So Jake Paul will come out all fiery. Anthony Joshua will hold back a little bit. Eventually, as the rounds go, he'll start to win. But he won't knock him out because it's on Netflix. Netflix wants a long fight or something. So, also in the press conference, Anthony Joshua said he's not going to war with Jake Paul. He's just strutting his skills out. To me, that means like a win by decision. So, honestly, no, absolutely fuck all about boxing. I'll tell you, I have absolutely no ball knowledge. No ball knowledge whatsoever. But I'm going Joshua by decision, Jake Paul not to win. But I've got ball knowledge on the mentions, at least. I can tell you that. I've done some research on this mentions. This is why I think it's free here. I think these strikes are free. Let's see if I can sign into Netflix. Maybe get the audio up. Can we get the audio of the commentator? I'll try to sign into Netflix. I can't broadcast it though, obviously, right? Yeah, but all right. Let me see the password. Let me see if my password's saved on the phone. I'll stream the announcers though for this fight. Young man, there's no need to get down, I say. Okay, let's see if this sign-in works. Free somewhere, lol. Where at, bro? Give me the link. I just want to hear it for the announcer mentions. Honestly, I wouldn't watch this fight otherwise. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care that much about Jake Paul. I don't like boxing. I don't have that ball knowledge, but absolutely, the announcer market is completely mispriced, so I'm watching it for that. Legally speaking, even the audio could get you sued, so I should not do that. I should not broadcast the audio on this stream. I don't want to get sued. I don't have money for them to sue me. I don't have money to give, bro. Like, my money's all in Kalshi. I'm about to take it out of Kalshi if they sue me. Then there's no content. I can't have that. Is it illegal? I mean, I stream late night shows. That seems to be fine. The audio from the late night shows, of course. I don't know. If you streamed NFL, is that bad? Okay, let's see if I can even sign into Netflix. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Should I stream this audio? Okay, let's see where it is.
If he wins this fight against Anthony Joshua.
There's Kate Scott. All right, I'm a chat GPT it. Let's chat GPT it. Chat GPT. Oh, there's the Netflix screen. Let's see. Is it illegal if I stream the audio of a exclusively broadcasted fight on Netflix between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua? I think I might know its answer. I think it might know. Oh. Is likely illegal. Okay. Not even ChatGPT knows. Likely is something. What does it say? Exclusive control. Copyright infringement, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, the emojis are there. Okay. Fuck, it might not be legal. If there's X emojis, still likely illegal. stream my own commentary, that's fine. But I'm just trying to hear the commentators for the... Okay, maybe I won't stream it then. Maybe I'll sign off. What do y'all think? Is anyone even here at that point? Is anyone hyped for this mic? Okay, I could just say what I have. This is what I have. I cannot. Yeah, I think it's exclusive. I mean, I did put exclusively in the prompt, but ChatGPT knows what it means. He knows what it means exclusively. So this is what I have for this announcer, at least. No Celsius makes absolutely no fucking sense. Are we being dead ass? Because Celsius is the sponsor on the ring? What world are they saying Celsius? This is going no. This is a junk strike. Anyone have an argument for Celsius? Yes, I don't understand this. No YouTuber. It's a Netflix event. And there's so many different ways, different synonyms to use YouTuber or YouTube. And no influencer. And I'm also going all no's for the fact that this market only counts from the start of the fight to the knockout or ending. Either one that happens. So even if Jake Paul gets knocked out and then the ref waves off the fight and then the announcer goes, "Oh, the problem child has a problem here," that wouldn't count because the knockout already happened. So I'm basically gonna go like nose. I mean, like, are we being dead ass with underdog at 18 cents? Are we being dead ass? This might not even hit. I will take this. Anyone have filming 19 cents at 100 shares? I mean, there's a chance he just gets fucking knocked out. Like, and this goes no. Round 1, round 2 knockout. All of this stuff will go no. I mean, whatever I can get fills on at that point. Although Olympian is very likely. I think Mike Tyson's pretty likely to go yes. If we get a long fight. Olympian's likely to go yes. Mike Tyson's likely to go yes. Maybe Problem Child, maybe Logan. The others I still don't see going. I mean, maybe Casilla Center, maybe. But probably not. They probably just say Miami, Florida. I think. But I guess I won't stream it. Because if someone's going to go after you legally, it's probably Jake Paul and Better going after Kalshi Badger. So check the tape fight market. All right. Mastering Rumble. You have alpha on Andrew Tate. Are you part of his university class, or what has he been telling you in the Telegram? That he's going to fucking destroy this kickboxing, this boxing match? Chase Damore. I don't even know who that is. Football player? Former college player. Okay. Random. He's 6'5" as well. Isn't Tate like 6'3"? Okay. I did put money on Jake. However, I do find it funny reading the comments under the market for the Jake fight, saying I hate Jake, but all the fights are rigged. So I just put everything on him. Lol. Just watch on Rumble. That's it. Is it live stream on Rumble? I don't think I can stream the fight, is what ChatGPT's telling us. Is it's illegal. But I could just like commentate it, but I have no boxing knowledge, and I'm only there to listen to the commentators for the mention market. But these are my play. I can explain my plays for the mention market. I mean, this is what I have. I don't think these three are gonna hit either, even if it goes long. And this is kind of just a bet that he gets knocked out like pretty quick. Rumble.com/premium. I'm not clicking that one. All right, here. He's saying the ideas comments are funny under the Jake Paul. Let's see. Let's read some of these idea comments. Volume here is insane. I agree. I threw a couple dollars in the mix for Jake to win just in case Joshua breaks his hand on Jake's head or something. Who knows with this WWE circus trash. He breaks his hand. Oh. We're back. My broke ass spent my last 25 on Jake Paul. Cash out while you can, brother. Cash out while you can. You're putting your last $25 on Jake Paul to beat someone 10 inches taller than him? It's a safe link? Yeah, I know. I'm just not clicking a rumble.com link. I'm good with that one, bro. Better not let me down, Jake. Jeez. Joshua paid to take a beating. All these people on JKKO. This motherfucker ain't gonna win. Alright, maybe we do a rage bait post. Or something. I've been informed through anonymous sources that this fight is rigged. Jake Paul has asked specifically in his contract that he can't get knocked out in the first round. Jake Paul is tired of being a boxer and wants to pivot to his makeup products and influencer status. Anthony Joshua will retire Jake Paul tonight. Thank me later. There we go. We're just making the public more informed. Making the public more informed on the information that we know. That the fight is rigged. It's a rigged fight. Rigged election. Look at that, boys. Rigged election as well. He finally hit it today. In the exact right grammatical tense he had to hit it in. So. Anything else he hit? He hit Elon. He loves mentioning Elon during these rallies. Did he do it Pennsylvania too? I think he did. When he talks about the Green New Scam, he'll mention Elon. I love Elon. He was on our side, but I had to tell him. The stupid EV mandate. All right. No way Paul wins the fair fight. You're right. He's like 10 inches shorter than the other guy. He's like 10 inches shorter. Plus the other guy's an Olympian athlete. Jake Paul, he made every day, bro. Are you being dead ass? Oh, I think someone's hanging there. All right. That wasn't Jake. That was Logan. That wasn't needed. Although Logan's so high, is Logan there at the fight? This is the alpha I needed to know. If Logan was there at the fight, he's very likely to get said. Otherwise, probably not. Logan fight? Cook the fuck out of Logan Paul. Gotta be careful if I find anything. He's a refused entry? Logan Paul embarrassingly, this is the Mirror, so you never know, but embarrassingly refused entry to brother Jake's fight against Anthony Joshua. Every day, bro, with that Disney Channel flow, 5 million YouTube in 6 months. Never done before. What you know? What you know about every day, bro? Logan's not there. Muff his credentials. Is this fake news? Is this actually just bullshit? Let me read this. As they were denied, WWE star head of security simply stood in front. Wait, what? What is this about? Oh, is this not about today? I'm so confused. This is written so weird. Is he there or not? I have no idea. What Jalen text me? Drake bet 200,000 on Jake Paul to beat Anthony Joshua. So this is an easy fade. This is an easy fade. Drake's bet on fucking Jake Paul to win. That's an easy fade. This is obviously no. Tyrell got Obama at 1 cent. Barack Hussein. I gotta ask Tyrell what fucking is the fastest stream. Exactly. I know for a fact I don't have the fastest stream. Because I saw it there in front of me on Bond just like you, Addy. And I had yes. You know, I had a yes because he was just talking about healthcare right before, so I bought it in hopes he would go for it. But I instantly did recognize Obamacare is a closed compound word, so this wouldn't count. But I think my stream is not fast enough where even if I reacted the fastest, I still wouldn't have got it, if that makes sense, because there's still a delay on the stream. But still not bonded yet. Some people still trying to, you can get a 97% yield. Should I just cash out? It's not going to go yes. This is obviously not going to go yes. Obamacare is one word. Obamacare right there. See, one word. I'll sell at the 3 cents. See if someone buys this. I'll get back what? I'll get back $2. It's worth it. That's worth it. Oh, just got penny jumped. Are you kidding me? Is there a market maker just specifically to piss me off? Are we penny jumping from 3 cents to 2 cents? Are we being dead ass? Are we being dead ass? You're gonna penny jump my sellouts after something already happened. All right. If Logan's not there, I'd say no on Logan. If he is there, I'd say stay away from buying no's. I wouldn't buy yes, but... I mean... He did get in, though. Logan Paul needed help to get in. Okay, this is fucking fake news. Penny jumping? I don't even know what you call that. Penny sliding? Penny sliding down. It's not even jumping. You're sliding my sell order. Like, bro, it's 3 cents to 2 cents. Being dead ass? I didn't even jump either. I joined. Oh, well. What were you looking at? All right, how much do I size up? Do we size up further in this announcer or what? More no underdog? Maybe more no underdog at that point. No influencer at 64? I would chop that up a little bit here. At 65. This Celsius is a bit fucking wacko. I've got 800 shares. Jeez. Someone just is farming at 70 cents, this no Celsius. That no Celsius is getting farmed. There we go. By me. By me. Look at that. But look, you see these crazy takers. I mean, people are just taking on these no's. I mean, I can put at 65 cents, 50 shares here for no influencer, and this will get taken. This will eventually get taken. These 65 cent, no influencer. Someone's taken, you see. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because it's connected to the fight in Cauchy, right? This fight is front paged. And then when you look at it front page, right then inside the market itself is the announcer's market, right here. So that might be why there's so much taking volume. But, I mean, underdog at this price? Are you being dead ass? I'll take more of that. An underdog story would be a 17 cent no hitting. That would be an underdog story. But you see that? I got jumped, but the influencers and this stuff gets taken. I can't believe Celsius is still at this price. This is crazy. Crazy. How much am I farming on Celsius? Right now I have $568 that make 800, so maybe I chill out a little bit. A little bit chill out. I'd make $240. Sort of. 230. I think this market's kind of free though. If there's a market to farm, it's this one. It just has crazy volume. 293K? All taker too. Well, I'm not sure if I stream this or not. I can't really stream the audio, so I'm trying to hear the audio too to live react to it. I can't hear it and then not stream it, if that makes sense. I don't know how to do that, so. Oh, we just lamb it more on no Jake Paul. Fuck it. Fuck Jake Paul. We'll go harder in two. More on no Jake Paul. We just doubled down, tripled down even more. 300 shares of no. We've got 800 shares of Joshua by decision. And on the announcer market, no Updog, no YouTuber, no influencers, and no Celsius. Although I do love their energy drinks. But tonight we're going for no Celsius so we can get some Celsius ourselves. I'll order some once we win. But I think I'm gonna log off because I can't stream. I was gonna stream the announcers, but it doesn't seem legal to do that on a Netflix event. So, you know, I'm okay with streaming the late nights or whatever, but this might get me cooked. So I don't want to risk that. But GG's Trump market, we made $100, 150, $145. W. We'll take that. We will take that. We got our dividend. Or Warrior dividend is what we were hoping for, and that is what cashed. Huge dub. Warrior dividend. Dub on Trump. If you guys want to cash on this Jake Paul announcer market, I would go no on these three strikes. No, no, no. No Celsius, no influencer, no YouTube. Maybe no upset. I don't feel there's going to be an upset tonight. Maybe they might say underdog. But they might say underdog. Talking about Jake Paul going into it. But other ways to say it, man. Different ways to say it. You know? The non-favorite. Come in at the disadvantage. The problem child himself is a way to say it. So, I guess I'm going to watch this fight. These are the locks for the commentators, boys. These three, for sure.